Bellingham rejected several European giants as a teenager. Jude Bellingham's rise to the top wasn't built on hype. It was built on breaking records long before most players even make their professional debut. At just 16 years and 38 days old, he became the youngest first-team player in Birmingham City's history. The club was so convinced of his potential that they retired his number 22 shirt after only one senior season, an almost unheard-of honor for a teenager. One of the most surprising facts is that Bellingham rejected several European giants as a teenager because he wanted a club that would guarantee playing time instead of just offering a famous name. That decision led him to Borussia Dortmund, where his career exploded. His father, Mark Bellingham, wasn't a professional footballer. He worked as a police officer while scoring more than 700 goals in English non-league football, becoming one of the country's most prolific amateur strikers. Bellingham has always been years ahead of his age. At 15, he was already playing for Birmingham's under-23 team against opponents much older than him, and he looked completely comfortable. Unlike many midfielders, his biggest weapon isn't passing or dribbling, it's timing. His ability to arrive in the penalty area at exactly the right moment has made him one of football's most dangerous goal-scoring midfielders. Another little-known fact is that he's played almost every midfield role during his career. Whether as a defensive midfielder, box-to-box player, attacking midfielder, or even in advanced attacking positions, he performs at an elite level, making him one of the most complete players of his generation. Despite becoming a global superstar at a young age, Bellingham is known for his relentless mentality. Coaches and teammates regularly praise his obsession with improving after every match, even when he's named player of the match. His younger brother, Jude Bellingham, has followed a similar path, turning professional at Birmingham City before moving to Germany, making them one of football's most exciting football families. What makes Jude Bellingham truly different is that he doesn't just play big games, he often decides them. Whether it's a late winner, a crucial assist, or a dominant midfield performance, he has developed a reputation for delivering when the pressure is at its highest. At an age when most midfielders are still learning their position, Jude Bellingham has already become the leader of elite teams, broken countless age records, and established himself as one of the faces of world football. Jude Victor William Bellingham was born on June 29, 2003, in Stourbridge, England. Standing at 1.86 meters, he has developed into one of the most complete attacking midfielders of his generation. Bellingham holds English and Irish citizenship and plays primarily as an attacking midfielder, using his right foot to control games, create chances, and contribute goals. In July 2023, he made the biggest move of his career by joining Real Madrid, stepping onto one of football's biggest stages. He signed a contract running until June 2029. At just 23 years old, Bellingham has already established himself as a key figure at Real Madrid, combining physical strength, technical ability, intelligent movement, and an impressive mentality. Jude Bellingham's transfer journey was short, but every move changed the scale of his career. He broke into Birmingham City's first team in 2019, becoming a teenage sensation before leaving England for Borussia Dortmund in 2020. Dortmund paid around €30.15 million for the 17-year-old, an enormous fee for a player that young. 3 years later, Bellingham had become one of Europe's most wanted midfielders. In July 2023, Real Madrid brought him to the Bernabeu for a deal worth €127 million, according to the transfer record shown here, with the transfer originally announced at a €103 million base fee plus potential add-ons. So, from Birmingham Dortmund Real Madrid, Bellingham's recorded transfer fees climbed to around €157.15 million. And the most impressive part? He made that entire journey before turning 21. Jude Bellingham's market value has reached €160 million, keeping him firmly among the most valuable footballers in the world. The chart shows an extraordinary rise since his early days at Birmingham. After joining Borussia Dortmund, his value climbed rapidly, eventually reaching €180 million in 2024, his peak so far. Since then, his valuation has dipped, but at €160 million today, Bellingham remains ranked number 5 among all players worldwide. And the numbers get even more impressive. He is no. 3 in LaLiga, number 2 at Real Madrid, number 1 among English players, number 1 among attacking midfielders, and number 1 among players born in 2003. At just 23, Bellingham isn't simply one of football's biggest stars. His market value reflects how highly the football world rates his present and his future.